So this is my recent purchase as of today at the Goodwill in Santa Ana, California. Purchased this Walkman FM/AM from the 90s. It's the model WM-F2085. I'm thinking, hey, I'm a new up-and-coming cassette collector. I'm gonna, get in on this hype thing. But this was a flop, unfortunately. Obviously, you need a new belt, that kind of thing, and there's the belt from before. So I'm not too worried about that, but as far as just, using it as a regular radio, just threw some batteries in it, and immediately this thing started beeping, and I turned off the alarm. But then I was able to click band, and it came on to AM 530. It was making noise. I was able to change it to 640 KFI, more stimulating talk radio. Maybe listen to some Tim Conway Jr. Ding dong. And then it stopped making noise, and now I cannot get it to go to the radio. It's on radio. Took the batteries out, actually. Let's put the batteries back in it. If I can hold this. Be a good YouTuber and show you all what I'm dealing with here. There's a lot of corrosion in here from old batteries. Threw some new batteries in. Try to clean it up a little. Oh, that's another thing. The extra battery pack in there. It allows this to be on without batteries in it, which is weird. So now the lights are on. It moves. Like, let me take the back off because I was able to unscrew this. Let me open it up again. If I want to get super technical, it has a schematic for me to read if I want to like unsolder things, but I don't have a soldering iron and I'm not in the mood to unsolder things at 11 o'clock at night. But here's the mechanism. I picked all the belt out, made a huge mess, but I got it out of here. Got it off of this thing. So, as far as, like it, the tape is not on tape. There we go. Yeah, so this thing is pretty much spinning right there. So, I wonder, if I put a new belt on it, it might work. But that spring right there popped out earlier. I would like to be able to use it as a radio if I wanted to, but it's not really that worth it. I paid $13 for this. So the guy told me that I can return it, but I'll have to settle for in-store credit instead of actually a return. So I'll probably be coming back tomorrow to return this thing, and I'll use it for in-store credit on a sweet working, hopefully, iPod Classic 3rd gen, which are the good ones with the good sound cards. So unfortunately a flop. Don't have a belt to put on it. Belt is the least of my worries, it seems like, because this won't even let me use it as a radio, even if I wanted to use it as a radio, which is not super necessary. This whole thing is not even super necessary. I mostly listen to my tapes in my car or in my home tape deck, which, it's a new thing. It's a niche. We're bringing back physical media. Death to the streaming services. So, yeah, kind of a flop. You learn your lesson. I'm really dreading the idea of heading back to Santa Ana tomorrow, but it's the weekend. But it's weird how this thing has like a it's like an extra battery. I think this is the battery on top. Because when I have the batteries out, the thing stays on. But the cassette portion won't go, so like these lights turn off. But this part stays on. Like if I do that. Nothing will go. Put it on radio. Obviously those don't work, but the band button doesn't work. Memory button doesn't work. I can change the time and I can turn on the alarm and, you know, change the time for what time the alarm goes off. I wonder if I should set my alarm tomorrow. Turn off. All these buttons don't do anything. So, unless you know somebody who can get into this whole mess. I see right here where it says tuner. If I don't know if you can point that out here. Right there. Tuner. Preamp. I don't know how all this works. It's very scary and intimidating. I was scrubbing this earlier. There's some oxidation on there. Cleaned all through there. Cleaned that nasty spring in this part. Cleaned all that off. Look at me, I'm so technical. Wicka, 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 Beastie Boys.